Hey everybody. I want to say thank you for checking into this reading for our new moon in Cancer that's happening on July 17th, 2023. Just cleansing the space. Wanted to get an overall energy feel for the collective at this time for this new moon, how we can utilize the new moon energies, and can any answers we get from spirit that can help us move forward and what we need to do for our journey, right? It's just cleansing with some Palo Santo. And I meditated on the cards, and I just really want to get a feel because, as you know, this is our new moon in Cancer. So this is a very emotional and intuitive time. This is a time that we can really be taking stock within ourselves, really kind of nurturing ourselves and looking at what it is that we require in order to move forward and be more successful humans in this journey. So this is really a time for as well as we know, the new moon in Cancer is a water sign. So there's things and rituals that you can do during the new moon to really kind of re-energize and restart your energy, because the new moon is a new cycle. It's the darkest time of the month, so it allows us to usher out and get rid of any old stagnant energy that no longer serves us, but also rejuvenate us and push us forward and propel us forward for this new energy that we need to kind of step into and embody. So with Cancer being a water sign, one of the great things that we can do during this time is taking a ritual bath to kind of cleanse our emotions, cleanse our physical energetic field, our auric field, cleanse our energies, so we can move forward and get those downloads from spirit that we need to hear to help us, like I said, move forward. So let's pull some cards and let's get some energy for new moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer is also a very, like I said, it's a call for community, because the Cancer loves community, right? It loves to engage. It's an emotional connection. So you could also be experiencing a lot of sexual energy at this time. So just be mindful of that, because it could go down. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull some energy for this new moon in Cancer. What is it that spirit needs to hear? Or what is it that my collective needs to hear from spirit for this new moon? Okay. So the first card that we have is the Five of Wands. So this, you could have been feeling almost like a little bit of a competitive nature and things that you're experiencing or going through, and just at war or at battle with yourself. And this is really a time that's calling, this new moon is calling for us to kind of lay those battles down, like dead them. If there are battles that you're fighting that you're really not seeing any benefit from, if you're just fighting to fight, it's time to let go. But if you're utilizing that energy and taking those fights or that competition as lessons in order to move forward and to receive the downloads that you need, then by all means continue on your journey. Because if you notice, he's using those wands and kind of climbing and reaching towards his passion and his fire. So you can utilize that energy, or if you realize that it's no longer serving you, just let go of it. And I think that's one of the main things we can learn and take away from this new moon. Because I think another thing that's happening is when we go internal and go to self and really sit in meditation and sit in silence with ourselves, we're really going to receive those downloads and that energy that we need to do what it is that we want to do, whatever our soul calling is, because we're no longer doing things that we're not emotionally tied to. This is a new energy, a collective co-creating energy, where we want to move forward with our community and really take the steps, the leaps and bounds to propel us forward, but also doing it from an emotionally stable place. So we're grounded, we're centered, we're making heart-based decisions. We're no longer just overthinking it in our mind. We're really internalizing these ideas, these passions, and doing things from a place of love and a place of community, and really kind of moving together and doing things that really ignite our fire and our passion. And with the Hierophant, I feel like this is really calling us to go within, take that time to do that spiritual learning, because we're all kind of elevating. The collective is elevating to this new level, and they're moving forward and advancing emotionally, and that's causing us to have this yearning for higher learning, this yearning to become spiritually awakened, this yearning to connect with people who are like-minded, who have the same vision, the same goals as us, because those are the people we want to connect with. We're letting go of relationships and cleaning house on those that no longer serve us. It's just, there's no use to have that kind of energy if it doesn't give us a spark, if it doesn't teach us anything, if they are not a lesson, let them go. And because your tribe will really try to evolve with you and force you to think and force you to go towards that higher level of learning, being attuned to your higher self and being connected to your higher self. And it's that emotional connection that you're yearning for, that I think all of us are yearning for, to help us move forward and really attain the enlightenment that we're looking for in this lifetime. Because I think this new moon energy is causing us to really take a step back and look at the emotional connections that we have, the things that we're tied to. And it's causing us to really want to clean house and declutter, but emotionally declutter. Like, what emotions are we holding on to that are no longer serving us? What energy are we just allowing in our energetic field to just be stagnant and just take up space when there's really no reason for it to be there? Because when it's sitting there and there's no reason for it, it becomes a blockage, right? So we're taking stock of that energy. We're going and connecting with our higher self and really learning what really serves us and what no longer serves us. And I think that's what that Hierophant is causing us, or calling us to do, is to really take the steps that you need towards the enlightenment. Go ahead and take the first step. Don't be afraid to take the first step, to become emotionally connected with your higher self. And so you can really receive the downloads that you need as you sit in silence and allow those thoughts to come and go. There's that silence that hits you, and then that's when you hear the heart speak. And that's what the Hierophant is calling for us to do at this time. I want to get an overall energy for our finances in this new moon, because it's really about starting new, right? So if there's anything new that we want to do, you know, I love a money read. So let's see what we can get for our finances. What is Spirit telling us? Okay, so with this Knight of Pentacles energy, Spirit is telling us that we have been given a mission to go out and create. We are getting the emotional balance we need, and we are confident in what we do. We are confident in the decisions that we make to move forward and create the way we need to. Now guys, listen, I am an intuitive reader. I don't just regurgitate the meanings of cards. So whatever I feel when I touch the card, that's the message that you get. So don't at me and come at me about the real reason for the Knight of Pentacles. I'm not here for it. But what I'm telling you is, we have an emotional connection to the earthly realm, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to have that emotional connection with the earthly realm, with the 3D, to create on this level, to create in this realm, to create on this platform, and leave a trail and a legacy behind us. That's what we're trying to do. We're no longer creating just for the purpose of creating. We're creating to generate a legacy and to build a community, so we can leave these coins behind for our community to follow us. And I really feel like that's what the Knight of Pentacles is asking us to do. So you could be called to want to leave an old job that no longer serves you, or that you feel like it's kind of run its course. You may be looking for a new job. There may be, if you're an entrepreneur, there may be new ways that you're looking at making money, because the old ways were working for you, but you're looking at tweaking them so you can grow your pentacles even more. It's really realizing that this reality is bendable. You're able to manipulate it and maneuver however you want to, as long as you set the intention to do so and take the steps. And I think that's what the Knight of Pentacles is asking us to do. With the Seven of Swords energy, though, I feel like there could be people around us that are no longer serving us. We really could have some kind of trickster energy, some energy that where it's just people around us that, what's the right way to say it? You know how I said earlier that you're kind of deading those relationships and that job that may be no longer serving you? That's the Seven of Swords energy that I get. You're like moving away from the bullshit and you're stepping into the light. Like you're moving out of the darkness and you're coming into the light, and you're coming out with the knowledge and the equipment, and you're just well equipped to move forward and make the right decisions. I think that we are definitely being called to to elevate, but to walk away from things that are really just emotionally draining, that they take up space in our mind. They're living rent free. Like, those are the things that we need to let go of. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords, when it comes to our money, those are the things that we need to walk away from, so we can really just make space for those new positive opportunities and those new people and those new thoughts to come in that are really going to propel us and move us forward. I want to pull a starseed card to get a feel for the overall energy of this new moon. I'm working with the Starseed Oracle from, who is it? Rebecca Campbell. That's who writes the Starseed Oracle. So the card that we got was Messenger. This is serious energy. This is bringing harmony and balance. And I feel like that's what this new moon is really calling us to do, because it's a highly emotional time. Our emotions are just, everything about us is very heightened. Our sensory is on overload. And it's really a time to bring harmony and balance into everything that we're doing. If it's with our finances, are we working too hard and not getting what we deserve? We need to bring balance into that. Or are we not working hard enough, and that's the reason why you're not seeing what you're supposed to get? We need to bring balance and harmony to that. So I think that this energy is really about harmonizing and balancing everything from our emotions to our physical. And I feel called to talk about our health, because if there's something going on with any kind of health risk or health reasons that you may be, health issues that you may be dealing with, I think that an easy solution to that, or the road to recovery for that, is balance. And I think one of the first things we can do is balancing our emotions and balancing everything within our system is definitely going to be to hydrate, to drink the water. The Cancer is a water sign. This is a water moon. So this is definitely calling for you to really hydrate and drink the water, but drink the water with intention. As you feel the water going into your body, really set the intention of what you want it to do. You want it to heal the body. You want it to nourish your body. You want it to bring harmony and balance into the body. So envision the water doing that as it's touching you on a cellular level. That's really the way to really drink with intention, to drink water with intention. You can also, during this time, you can set water out and let it bask in the moon energy so it can charge with the new moon energy, and you can drink that water and set your intentions into that water as you drink it. And that's a little ritual magic that you can do for new moon with water, is definitely just set the intention of what you want that water to do, and then every day you just drink it. And as you drink it, you kind of speak the affirmation or the intention, and then drink the water and just embody that energy. That's the best thing that we can do with this energy. Now, I noticed that another thing that we can do during this time is really calling us to cleanse. Because it's a water sign, you want to cleanse, you want to do things with water. So I talked about there is a water bath, a ritual bath you can do with lighting some candles and kind of setting the intention for the water to kind of wash away any stagnant energy, anything that no longer serves you. Get that just dead energy off of you, off of your energetic field. Those are things you can do with the ritual bath, but there's also other things we can do for our energetic hygiene. And that's definitely cleansing with the water bath, but you can also cleanse with herbs. You can cleanse with smudging tools like the Palo Santo or sweetgrass. You can do those things, and there's various other ways that you can cleanse the body. And I even talk about that in my Energetic Hygiene 101 workshop. Talk about different things that you can do to cleanse, utilizing crystals, meditation, doing tapping, utilizing lymphatic drainage massage, all these different techniques that you can do to cleanse the body and to maintain like a positive and good energetic hygiene. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely check out my website. It's at themysticvibe.com, and you can secure your spot there. I just wanted to tell you about that since we're talking about cleansing. But I just wanted to pull a card around love energy. And let's see what we get. Spirit guides, what messages do we need related to love energy around this new moon. Oh, this is the Three of Wands. Okay, so this love energy, Three of Wands. So this is definitely calling for us to walk away, to move forward and let go of the things, let go of any emotions that have been tying you down or anchoring you to a person that is really no good for you. Be strong enough to let go and to move on, because when you release your hand of the bullshit that you've been holding on to, you're able to have your hand open to receive something better. And I feel like this energy is really telling us to walk away from any relationships that seem a little sus. Like, let them go. Don't stay around just because you want to be the bigger person and you want to hold on to a relationship. You can let go of that relationship. You can let go of the energy and let go of the people who hurt you. Let go of any hurts that you've been holding on to that have been impeding you from being the person you need to be in a relationship. If it's a past relationship that you're holding on to and you're bringing that energy into your current, you have to let that go. You have to let that baggage go, let that weight go, because you're punishing a new person for somebody else's mistakes, right? So it's time to kind of let go of that energy so you can move into a new fiery, passionate energy that's going to give you that feel again, that love again that you've been kind of craving. Because I feel like that's what it is. Like new moons and cancers, or Cancer energy really is all about love. And like I said, community, coming together, that connection with somebody. So if your connection is false, look out and find something different. Like, don't hold on to false connections because they're not going to serve you. I really feel like that's the energy with that love, with the Three of Wands that I'm getting. Now, I just wanted to pull one final card. This is a Moonology card from the Moonology deck. I wanted to pull a card to kind of get one last kind of view of the overall energy for this new moon in Cancer. All right, new moon in Gemini. So it's still new moon energy, but it's in Gemini. So it's asking you to think it through. So I think that is really thinking it through, because how we talked about balancing the emotions, balancing the energy. We really need to think through and be strong enough and brave enough to let go of the things that are not serving you. Let go of the bullshit that you have been telling yourself to just try to stay sane. Like, let go of it, let it all go, shed that dead skin, and think through any scenarios, any issues, any roadblocks, any blockages, any self-limiting beliefs, any lacks of confidence. Think through those and try to sit with yourself and realize and try to understand why you think that way, and kind of work through that energy to let it go. Be able to process it so you can think it through, to be able to release it. Because during this new moon, we can release this energy and usher in something new. So if there's something that we've been harboring ill thoughts on, or just really just weighing us down, let's give it one last look and let's let it go. Like, think it through and then let it go. I think that's one of the best things that we can do with this new moon energy. So that is definitely what I have for the cards. If this resonated, please let me know. I really just felt called to pull some cards today and just kind of check in on that new moon energy. So if you have any comments or concerns, I would love to hear about it. And everybody else, just have a happy new moon, and see you on the next one. Bye.